Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Are you supposed to sing today? Come on then.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I'm gonna sing Jai Radha Madhav. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Kirvaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna. Now I'm going to sing Radhikashtakam, and who wrote it was Sanatan Goswami. Radhika Sharada इन्दो निन्दिमुखमण्डली कुन्तले विचित्रवेणी चम्पकपुष्पक्षोभ्रणी नीलपट अंगे शोभे ताहे आधोढनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी तरुणारुणजीनि सिन्दूरे रामण्डली यर्चिये आलिमतभारे मलया जगन्धिनी कोटिकामघञ्जिनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी कञ्चनागञ्जनदीति फङ्किमसुचहानि अञ्जनारञ्जिता ताहे कामशरसञ्जिनी तिलपुष्पजीनि नास सरसोलडोलनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी पाकविश्वाफलजीनि अधरासुरङ्गिनी दर्शनादद्विश्वता है कामशरसञ्जीनि वसंत कोकिलजीनि सुमधुर बोलनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी कनकमुखरजिनि गन्धयुगशोभनी रतनादधिश्वता है कामशरसञ्जिनी केसरमुकुटहार उरापुरजोलनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी कनककलासजिनि कुचयुगशोभनी करिबरकराजिनि बाहुयुगडोलनी सुललित अंगुलिते मुद्रिका साजानि वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी गर्जारीजिनि माजा कुरुयानितिस्वनि तापराशोभिता बाला कनकेरकिङ्किनी कनक उलतरम्बा जानुयुगशोभनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी हंसराजगतिजिनि सुमन्तरचलनी रातुलाचरणे राजे कनयासुपञ्जिनी युगलाचरणे शोभे यावत्सुरञ्जिनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्मा वृषभानुनन्दिनी. Now I'm going to say the meaning. The first sloka is Srimati Radhika's face makes the full moon of the autumn season feel bashful. Multitudes of flowers adorn her beautiful braided hair. She is dressed in a blue sari and the upper part of her body is covered with a veil. I worship the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. The dot of sindoor on the forehead of Srimati Radhika defeats the redness of the early morning sun. The fragrance of lotus from her body causes the bumblebees to go wild and fly around her. The gesture of her eyebrows defeats the pride of millions of cupids. I worship the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Her eyes, which move like the Kanjana birds, are anointed with mascara. From the corner of her eyes she shoots her beautiful glance, just like the flower arrows from the bow of the Cupid. Her beautiful nose defeats the beauty of sesame flowers, and from it a nose ring swings very beautifully. I worship the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Her lips are more reddish than a ripe bimba fruit, and her teeth are as beautiful set as the seeds of pomegranates. Her voice is as melodious than that of a cuckoo. I worship the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. She has cheeks that are blossoming gracefully with a golden complexion. Her jeweled ankle bells tied to her feet sways freely. I worship the lotus feet of that Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. The beauty of her cheeks defeats the beauty of a golden mirror. She wears jeweled ankle bells and her earrings swing beautifully. Her slender fingers are decorated with jewel-studded rings. I worship the lotus feet of that Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. She moves more majestically than the king of elephants. A golden girdle shines beautifully around her slender waist, and the small gold bells in them tinkle sweetly. Her thighs are more smooth and slender, like an upturned trunk of a golden banana tree. I worship the lotus feet of that Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Her movement is more graceful than a swan. Jeweled ankle bells adorn her feet. I worship the lotus feet of that Srimati Radhika, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. And now I am going to sing Dharamola Nityananda, and it was written by Narottama Das. Dharamora Nityananda, Patimora Gaura Chandra, Pranamora Yugala Kishora, Advaita Acharya Bala, Gadadhara Mora Kula, Narahari Vilasai Mora, Vaishnavera Patha Thuli, Tahe Mora Snana Keli, Tarpana Mora Vaishnavera Nama, Vichara Koriya Mone, Bhakti Rasa Shwadhane, Madhyastha Shri Bhagavat Puran, Vaishnavera Uchishta, Tahe Mano Mana Nishtha, Vaishnavera Name Teulasa, Vrindavane Chabutara, Tahe Maro Mano Gera, Kohe Dina Narottama Dasa. The meaning of the first sloka is, Lord Nityananda is my wealth. Lord Gaurachandra is my master. The youthful divine couple is my life. Advaita Acharya is my strength. Gadadhar is my family. Narahari is my glory. Sloka 2 is the dust of the devotee's lotus feet is my bathing water. The chanting of the devotees' names is my satisfaction. Considering the merits of all Vedic literature in the light of devotional service, I have concluded the Srimad Bhagavatam is the best of all scriptures. Sloka 3 is, my mind is firmly convinced of the spiritual benefit obtained by eating the remnants of foodstuff left by the devotees. The name of the devotees are my happiness. The land of Vrindavan is the enclosure within which I keep my mind. Poor-hearted Narottam Das speaks in this way. And the last song I'm going to sing is Yashomati Nandana, and the author is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Yashomati Nandana Braja Baronagar Gokula Nandana Kana. Yashomati Nandana Braja Baronagar Gokula Ranjana Kana. Gopi Paranadhana Madhana Manohara Gopi Paranadhana Madhana Manohara Kaliya Dhamana Vidhana Kaliya Dhamana Vidhana Amala Harinamamya Vilasa Amala Harinamamya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bora Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bora Bamsi Badana Suvasa Bamsi Badana Suvasa Brajajana Palana Surakura Nashana Brajajana Palana Surakula Nashana Nanda Godhana Rakhovala Nanda Godhana Rakhovala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala Sundara Nanda Gopala Yamuna Tattachara Gopi Basanahara Yamuna Tattachara Gopi Basanahara Rasarasika Kripamoya Rasarasika Kripamoya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natabara Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natabara Bhakti Vinodashaya Bhakti Vinodashaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The meaning of this song is that Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Vraja, the delight of Gokula, Karna, a nickname of Krishna, the wealth of the lives of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. He steals the mind. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet, nectarian pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the 12 forests of Vraja. He is ever youthful and is the best of lovers. He is always playing on a flute, and he is an excellent dresser. Krishna is the protector of the inhabitants of Vraja, the destroyer of various demonic dynasties, the keeper of and tender of Nanda Maharaj's cows, the giver of pleasures to the cow's land and spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nanda Maharaj. Krishna wanders along the banks of the Yamuna river. He stole the garments of the young Desmels of Vraja who were bathing there. He delights in the mellows of the rasa dance. He is very merciful, the lover and beloved of Srimati Radharani, the great dancer of Vrindavan, and the shelter and only refuge of Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Thank you, Hare Krishna, and I will pass it on to Ritvik.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I will start by singing a song called Vrindavan Ramyasthana, and then I'll proceed to do my lecture. No. Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Avrita Kalindini Re Raja Hamsa Keligare Tahe Shobhe Kanaka Mala Tara Madhye Hema Pitha Ashtadale Beshita Ashtadale Pradhanana Dhika Tara Madhye Ratna Sane Bashi Achendu Vijane Shyama Sange Sundarira Dhika Orupala Banyarashi Amiya Parichekashi Asya Parihasa Sambha Sane Narotama Dasa Kor Nitya Lila Sukhamoy Sadai Suruk Modamane Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I'm happy that all of you could make it today, and Hare Krishna to everyone online. I offer my humble obeisances unto my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. Today I will be speaking on the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, titled Bhakti Yoga, the Yoga of Devotion. This chapter is particularly special because it is here that Krishna personally describes the kind of devotee he loves most and takes to heart the most. Arjuna's question starts off this chapter as the first shloka. Arjuna uvacha evam satatayukta ye bhakta swam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. He asks Bhagavan Sri Krishna, should I worship you as an impersonal person, or as an impersonal energy, or as an approached person? Meaning, should he approach him as Krishna is like air, thin air, not as a person or a human body or anything? Then Krishna responds to this in the second shloka. Shri Bhagavan uvacha maya veshya mano ye mam nitya yukta upasate shraddhaya parayopetaha te me yukta tamamataha. He says, those who fix their minds onto me and worship me with faith are considered by me the most perfect. This is not vague. This is not symbolic. This is Krishna's clear verdict of words. Krishna declares that personal devotion to him is superior instead of being inferior. Why? Because his love requires a personality. Devotion is not dry philosophy. It is a relationship, attachment, and service. The impersonal path is explained from shlokas 12.3 to 12.5. In 12.3, it goes like, Ye tvaksharamane deshyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamachintyam cha kutasthamachalam dhruvam sanniyam yendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhutahite rataha. Krishna explains that some worship the unmanifest Brahman by controlling senses, having sense gratification, and remaining equal to all. Krishna acknowledges this path. He doesn't reject it. But then he gives an honest warning in the 5th shloka. Kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta higatir dukkham dehavadbhiravapyate. Progress for those attached to the impersonal feature is very troublesome. Why is it troublesome? Because we are individual, conscious beings. We naturally think in terms of forms, qualities, and relationships. Trying to meditate on something formless is extremely difficult and unnatural. Krishna is very compassionate. He guides us to the path that brings us joy, meaning, and success, all three together. Krishna then talks throughout Shloka 12.6 and 12.7. Krishna personally protects his devotees. He says, Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaha ananyena eva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate teshamaham samuddhartam nityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya veshita chetasam. Those who worship me, dedicating all actions to me, I personally deliver from the ocean of birth and death. This is one of the most reassuring statements in the Gita because Krishna does not say, you must save yourself. Instead, he says, I will save you. He stops us from being reincarnated again and again, going down in our janmas or going up. He makes us go straight to Golok Dham, the highest point of spiritual life. Bhakti is unique because Krishna takes responsibility of his devotees. The devotees surrender sincerely, and Krishna therefore will provide protection. The step-by-step path of bhakti is explained from shlokas 12.8 to 12.12. Mayyeva mana adhatva mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasishyasi mayyeva atha urdhvam na samshayaha atha chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tataha mamichhaptum dhananjaya abhyasepya samarthosi matkarma paramo bhava madhartamapi karmani kurvan siddhimavapsyasi athaitadapya shaktosi kartum madyogamashritah sarvakarma phalatyagam tyaga chantiranantaram shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanadhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phalatyagah tyaga chantiranantaram. He says, fix your mind upon me. This is the highest stage of constant remembrance. In the 9th shloka, he goes on to say, if this is difficult, practice bhakti through regulated devotion, hearing chanting and only worship. In the 10th shloka, he says, even that is difficult, work for Krishna. After that, he says, offer your energy, talents, and efforts. In the 11th shloka, he says, even if that's even more difficult, renounce the results of your work of Krishna. Krishna is showing that no one is disqualified. Everyone can progress from where they are. In the 13th shloka, this is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita, the qualities of a devotee he really loves and wants us to be as his bhaktas. The 13th shloka, he says, Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitrah karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukha kshami. And this means one who is not envious, who is friendly and compassionate to all living beings. A devotee has no hatred. Their heart is soft and very compassionate. In the 14th shloka, he goes on to say, Santushta satatam yogi yatatma dridha nishchayah mayyarpitamano buddhihi yo madbhaktas me priyah. Always satisfied, self-controlled, and determined is a pure devotee. The devotee is peaceful because they depend on Krishna, not on circumstances. In the 15th shloka, he says, Yasman no dvijate lokaha, loka no dvijate chayaha, harsha marsha bhayodvegaihi, mukto yasacha me priyaha. One who does not disturb others and is not disturbed by the world. The devotee remains steady amidst praise and criticism. In the 16th shloka, he says, a devotee who is pure, expert, detached, and free from anxiety. Anapeksha shuche dakshaha udasino gatavyataha sarvarambha parityagi yomad bhaktas me priyaha. They perform duties without selfish motivation. And in the 17th shloka, he says, Yo na harshyati na dveshti, na shochati na kankshati, shubha shubha parityagi, bhakti manyasa me priyaha. One who neither rejoices nor lamentates. This means they are emotionally balanced through spiritual vision. They can withstand any circumstance. And in the 18th shloka and 19th shloka, he says, Samashatrau cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayoho shitoshna sukha dukkeshu samasanga vivarjitaha tulyanindastutir mauni santushto yena kenachita aniketa sthiramatihi bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Equal to friends and enemies, honor and dishonor, heat and cold. Such a devotee is fixed in Krishna consciousness, not external dualities. And Krishna's final declaration in the 20th shloka is Ye tu dharmyamritamidam yathoktam paryupasate shraddha dhana matparamaha bhaktaste tiva me priyaha. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadashodhyayaha Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham tva sarva papebhyaha mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. In the 20th shloka, its meaning is, Krishna concludes, those who follow this path of devotional service and render this daily are very dear to me. This is the final message that he says in the 12th chapter. Krishna does not say they are liberated, but he says they are dear to me, which means they can still fall off their bhakti unless they keep on this path until their last minute of breath. Chapter 12 teaches us 3 main bullet points. Bhakti is the highest yoga. Krishna personally protects his devotees, and true devotion is shown by character, humility, and surrender. If we similarly try to love Krishna sincerely and serve him faithfully, Krishna will take care of everything else. I also said, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja ham tva sarva papebhyaha moksha yishyami mashtraha. I say this at the end of every chapter because we all must surrender onto Krishna. Until we won't understand a single word of our Shastra until we surrender to Krishna. We won't understand anything until we finally surrender to Krishna. Thank you everyone, Hare Krishna. Now I will sing a short bhajan of Hare Krishna with the same tune I had for Vrindavan Ramyasana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Hari, and what's the name of the boy? Ritvik. I've never seen you before, such wonderful speaker. Thank you very much, Ritvik. You are amazing. You are speaking this Sanskrit shloka by heart and only reading English translation. Amazing. So we have speaker coming in a few minutes. So until that time, I can just do one chanting or something like that. Hopefully somebody comes up. So you can all chant with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. प्रसाद तक रुकिए प्लीज. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'll let you come now, take over. You want to do that?